Hello, 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 and welcome back to Mr. Guild Plays Rise of Empires, Ice Fire. Today we start a new era in Rise of Empires videos. I am joined by the amazing Guardian Gaming Squad, who's just started a new channel, and we're going to put a link down below for that. What we decided to do, Guardian and me played together, and what we decided to do was join forces a little bit, because I'm a bit of an idiot. And Guardian's really good at strategy and free-to-play planning and all of that kind of stuff. So he agreed to kind of come in, and we're going to pick his brains. I'm going to pick his brains. He's going to tell us lots of cool stuff. I'm going to ask him lots of stupid questions. And together, hopefully, we're going to come up with a beautiful plan for you on various aspects of the Rise of Empire game. Welcome, Guardian.
Hey, man.
So today we thought we would talk about Reign of Chaos Season 2 prep. Now, if you watch my channel a bit, you'll have noticed there hasn't been a video in probably 6 to 8 weeks. Christmas happened, New Year's happened, and Mr. Gill got really busy with work, and it's not enough time. So we're going to hope to try and get a couple of these videos out a week. We've got a little bit of a day set aside each week we're going to record. But today we were thinking about Season 2 Reign of Chaos prep, because that's where we are right now. So Guardian's in my alliance. He's one of the... Well, I guess all the R4s are R5s, really, because I don't do crap. So he's in charge as much as I am and takes care of a lot of the stuff we're doing. So today we thought we'd get in for Season 2 prep, because it is the last duel day today in our state, 846. Did we win today, Guardian?
We plan on it.
We plan on it.
Because we got a deal.
Oh yeah, we did a deal. We did. Oh, fantastic. So I think we're going to end up at rank 6, which is not too bad. I could just have a quick show there. I reckon that's pretty damn good. For where are we now? Oh, now we're at 9, but I think at the end of this duel, which is currently in phase, we'll end up around rank 6, which is pretty freaking happy. I'm happy with that. How do you think we went?
I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think we did an amazing job.
Yeah, considering there's only about 30 people active in the Reign of Chaos, if that, and a lot of those are farms and old accounts, I think we did all right. Anyway, to the topic at hand, Season 2 preparation. It's the final day of duels. Do we have any time left in the season, really?
Not really. I mean, today you could donate as much as your stone as you wanted to and get that little bit of extra contribution. But if you're already over your 3K and you're not really secure in a top 10 spot, there's no reason to push more stone in.
So to get the rewards, you need to be over 3K of contribution points.
That's correct.
And that is obviously through stones or being involved in the duels or taking tiles, etc., etc.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. And then you said if you're not in the top 10, so the top 10 get better rewards, don't they?
It all depends on how each alliance does their rewards, but usually the top 10, the most contributed, they usually get the core or get the better. There you get 10 better rewards in each package, and those usually go to your top 10.
This is the thing that I can decide, isn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so basically, the R5 or the leader of the alliance gets like 100 packages, and there's one like really good package, and then there's 9 good packages, and then there's like 99 or whatever other packages, 89 other packages. So as the R5, I get to decide and distribute those as I see fit, which is heaps of fun. But no, it does mean that if you're outside of that top 10, it's unlikely in most alliances that somebody will give you a top 10 reward. So if you're outside, we're saying if you're outside of the top 10, you've got your 3K contribution points. At this point, you shouldn't really be adding more stone or anything like that, or donating more, because it's just a little bit of a waste. Cool.
Correct.
Okay, so then what should we be doing? Step 1, it's the duel day ends today, and then we've got 7 days of tally. What should we be doing now in order to be prepared for Reign of Chaos Season 2, which is roughly 2 to 3 weeks away? We can't exactly work out, but we reckon it's 2 to 3. We're going to bank on 2.
All right. Well, I think number one priority would be stone. We need to collect it, need to save it, and wait for that season to start so we have enough to get ahead of the game before it happens.
And so when you say stones, let me just show people on the screen, otherwise I have a little bit of a static there. We're obviously talking about the stones that you buy at the Alliance shop, yeah?
That's right.
Where are they? Oh, there they go. So the stones here, these stones are the things we're talking about. Now, is the Alliance shop the only place you can get the stones?
You can get them from the knights that spawn on the map, but they'll go away after the tally weekends.
Oh, the
And
White
you
King,
can
yeah.
you can also get them from tiles during the season. But other than those things, after tally week, you're only going to be able to get it from the Alliance shop.
Okay, so during the next 7 days then, through Tally Week, we probably should be still attacking as many White Kings and still taking tiles to get stones?
Oh, you won't be able to attack or do anything with your tiles. They'll still be on the map, but you won't be able to engage them in any way during tally week. But we still can kill the giants and get that 500 stone.
Okay, that's excellent. So that's a really good thing because this guy will last for another 7 days. So at the very least, that's going to be 3,500 stone that we could add just by killing one of these guys every day. Can we kill more than these guys every day and get the stone?
Get the stone. You can get like healing vials and experience and stuff, but the stone is a one-time deal each day.
Okay, cool. So then, if we're going to be preparing right, we want to get as much stone. So killing the White Kings is probably one of the first things we should be doing every day for at least the next 7 days before the tally phase ends. Then we obviously need to be getting them from the Alliance store, yeah? So how many do you reckon we need?
I would recommend at least 2,000 a day.
Okay, so I'm going to be buying 2 of these packets per day, like this, in order to be prepared for Season 2.
You don't have to do the math, but if you go up to the top beside your contribution and click that little plus,
Yes.
yeah, right there, then they can see how much Alliance contribution they can earn a day. Each one will tell you close to 70,000, 90,000, 148,000. That is all the contribution you can earn in one day, meaning you can generate up to 400,000, which could buy 4 stones.
Okay, so if you follow all of these things, so donate to tech, help the Alliance member, gather resources, kill marauders in rally attacks. It also says donate stone blocks here though, so does that count in that 400,000 you were saying?
Like you're not going to get exactly 400,000.
Okay.
That's just a rough estimate. You could by donating stones, but you do not want to donate stones in the off season. You want to save them up for the next season. That's very important.
Okay, cool. So what we want to be doing is hitting these first 4 things: tech, donating, helping Alliance, gathering resources, kill marauders. That's going to give us up to hopefully about 400,000 Alliance points, which we use to buy at a minimum. You're saying 2,000 stones,
Right.
so 2 packets of stone per day. So say we've got 2 weeks left. That's going to give us 28,000 stone that we can donate on day 1 of Rock. Is that enough?
That's not nearly enough for the season, but it is enough to get your buildings down and get a good start.
Okay, so what we need these stones for, we need them for building. So when you place your structures at the start, it uses stone.
That's right.
And then what else do we need them for? Contribution?
Your contribution, like if you can save 28,000, that's going to almost immediately give you your 3K contribution needed for rewards the next season. And our ACs, every AC 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to cost significantly more than the next AC. So we'll need quite a bit to be able to build all 4 of those.
Yeah, I think I remember that it's like AC1 is 10k and then it's like 40, 80, 100 or something like that. So it's quite a significant amount.
Right.
Yeah, so we're saving, we're buying these stones, we're getting roughly 28, maybe say 30,000 by the end of by before season 2 starts. We're donating them and that's helping to build the ACs. We're using them to build our structures and to get contribution points. What else are they going to be used for during the season?
There is also the Destroyer Shout that's going to be introduced in Season 2. And this is a dragon that can be fired by, we're assuming, any R4 in the Alliance. It used to be just the Guardian, but this is a different type of dragon. It will clear a 5x5 area, and nothing in it will survive. It will be cleared unless it's an honor structure.
Okay, so, and we think they're costing about 100k, yeah?
Yeah, I believe they cost 100k a piece. You can hold up to 4 of them at a time, or maybe 3, and then you can have enough stone to buy another after you use one.
Okay, so they only launched by, we're pretty sure it's R4s. It used to be, back in the day, it used to be only the Guardian, which was an appointed officer in the Alliance could use them. We reckon it's changed to R4s now. So that means that if all 9, so R5 and the 8 R4s are holding, say 3, so 9 times 3 is 27, it's 2.7 million stone is needed for every management team to be holding these destroyer dragons, which would be the ideal, really, wouldn't it? If everybody's got them, then we're going to kick some freaking butt.
Yeah, because most of the best strategies is to use 2 of those destroyer dragons, around the same time during the same battle. 1 for your rally point, and then 1 to get 9 other castles near that rally point.
Right, of course. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so that's super, super freaking important. So, say you've got an alliance. Let's look at our alliance. We've got roughly, let's say we've got 50 people who are pretty active. And this is going to be, most alliances across most states are going to have something similar. There's going to be some outliers, with 100 active people in it. Well done to them. They've done really well. But most alliances, probably you're going to get a few, half-half. Half active and half have kind of forgotten what's happening, and they're still playing, and I'll see you next week, and you go, oh, that's fine. So we've got 50 people. 50 people donating 30,000, let's just say 30,000 instead of 28, 30,000. It's going to roughly give us 1.4 million on day 1. And we're saying we need 14 million plus the building of the ACs and the building of personal structures. So we need a lot of stuff.
A lot.
A lot of stuff. So the strategy then would be, what we're saying is buying 2,000 stone a day is minimum, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you should do any less than that, because that's fairly reasonable to get.
Yeah, for sure. So if you want best practice, you should at least be doing 4k stone, purchasing 4k stone per day, which means you're gathering every day, you're killing giants every day, you're donating to tech every day, you're helping everybody in your alliance every day, which is giving you the 400,000 points you're using in the alliance store to buy your 4 packet or your 400k worth of stone. You're also attacking the White Kings all through the end of Tally Week. Yeah, so you're getting another 3,500 stone from there. Is there any other way to get it? That's it, isn't it?
I believe that's your only options after season's over. Once Tally Week starts, we can't get any from tiles anymore.
Okay, so that means we're roughly going to be saying that, I'm not going to do the sums, but roughly we're going to be saying if we've got 2 weeks between now and the start of Reign of Chaos, we will have 14 times 4,000 in stone from our contribution, and we're going to have 3,500 from our White Kings. We put that together, and that's probably the maximum that anyone in the Alliance is going to be able to donate. And that would be best strategy, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. That's pretty hard, man.
Yeah, it's not easy. And then, just to clarify that if you have farm accounts, you could also be doing like they are on the same standard that we are. You want those accounts to get 2K stone as well, if possible. If possible.
Of course. Now, one thing, guys, we will be going into in future video is Guardians, as I said maybe at the start, is quite good at strategizing, free to play, which obviously involves the running of farms, multiple farms, and using those in order to do certain things. His farms have been integral to defense during our reign of chaoses and stuff like that. And he's obviously been able... Are you C23 now already? Yeah, C23 free to play before the end of season 2. I think season 1 is pretty hardcore. I mean, I'm getting to C22. I think I might get to, but you've been C23 for a couple of weeks now, haven't you?
I'm not trying to push past that too quick.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Cool. Okay, so that's one thing we need. We need the stones, and that's for prep for season 2. Stones are the key. What else can we be doing, man? What else should we be focused on in the next couple of weeks?
Next thing we can focus on is our armies. Like we know that we're going to need footmen for demolition power. So anybody that wasn't getting much demolition power in our fights that would like to needs to be focusing on trying to get the best footmen they can. Best being C22 T8s, but I know that's not achievable by everybody, but that's what your best case scenario would be.
Okay, so I guess if you're C21 now or you're C20, you've got a good chance of getting to C22 if you push quite hard within the next couple of weeks and getting maybe at least half a legion in trained of T8s, which is really going to be beneficial, isn't it?
Yeah, that's going to help out a lot. It's going to be able to allow you to clear garrison buildings because most of the people are going to be defending with T8s or T7s. So,
okay. And so if you're not, so say you're a C19, is it realistic for you to be able to get to C22 within the next couple of weeks before season 2 starts?
So I wouldn't ever say that anyone could level a full level once you're getting up in the 18s, 19s. If you're going up more than one level a week, that means you're really stressing your resources and speed ups. So realistically, if you're 19, I think it's a safer play to work on improving your army, not so much advancing your army. I mean, working on your war rooms at C19 that you've unlocked by getting your garrison building at 19, they can increase your might and resistance quite a bit.
So just in case anybody's an idiot like myself, what the hell is this garrison building? So while we were doing prep for this video, I realized that I haven't... No, it's not that one. Is it this one? No, that's a fortress. What does it look like? I can't remember this garrison building at all. I wonder where I put it.
Where's Waldo? There it is.
Where?
Back to the left. Yep, right there.
Right, the garrison hall. So, if you upgrade the garrison hall, and this is currently level 16, if you upgrade it to level 17, and pop down in here in strategy, you'll see that things called the war rooms open. The war rooms are important, people, and as Guardian was just saying then, if you're a C19, the war rooms are the best avenue for you to increase your might and resistance in order to be strong for season 2. Now, if you're an idiot like myself, you've forgotten about this entirely, and you've just realized. Okay, so that is going to give us, those war rooms give us access to increasing might and resistance, basically, yeah?
And then you also have your dragon buildings at C19 that will also be useful.
Okay, so these guys, why would we want to have dragon shouts and dragon bolts?
Well, dragons are going to be used more and more as the seasons progress. Like, and just in season 1, we've seen that if you didn't have dragon bolts, you're allowing the enemy to get closer to your, alliance center, and you're having to watch multiple places versus knowing everybody can be safe where they're at. So the bolts for the dragon are one of the most important things.
The bolts are the protective ones, aren't they?
They are.
So those are the ones that shoot out if somebody sends a dragon to you. And the dragons are here. The dragon shouts. Oh, no, they're here, sorry. And these are the ones you shoot out at people. Now, obviously, C19 and above all have access to protection bolts. So these are used.
That's correct.
These are used mainly in duels to dragon away smaller castles to create holes that enemy can port into, isn't it?
And if you can focus on, a lot of people see that these dragons and bolts are really expensive, but if you focus on leveling up all 3 of those buildings together, you're reducing the cost of the dragons and the bolts every time you upgrade one of those buildings.
Right, okay. And then upgrading those buildings, though, costs a lot of what?
Crystals.
Crystals. Okay, so if we're thinking about, we've said you want to get stones, you want to try and get to C22, but if you're a C19, or even just in general for everybody, you want to be getting prepped, crystals are the thing, yeah?
Yeah. Crystals will be a great thing to stock up on before season 2, because not only will you be able to, upgrade your dragon buildings, build bolts and dragons, they're also needed to increase those war rooms.
Okay, and then we also, it looks like we need charcoal for dragons?
Yeah, charcoal is... the dragons require a lot of charcoal, so maybe a good thing to do in between seasons is start upgrading your charcoal storage a little bit and trying to fill that thing up to where you can make multiple bolts or multiple dragons in a row if you needed to.
I'm sitting on 53 million. Obviously, I haven't done any dragoning at all.
You're doing great.
Yeah, that's because I don't think I've made. I think I made one dragon, and that's it. And I forgot about it. And I never filled these.
You're still in prep phase, Gil.
Yeah,
prep phase.
Prep phase. Okay, so all right, little recap there. So kind of first thing stones we've talked about. Second thing, getting to C28, 22, and T8 is super important. If you can't get there, so make a judgment call, people. If you're at the end of your Reign of Chaos season 1. Make a judgment call about whether you think you're going to be able to push through, and if you're not going to be able to push through, then Guardian is saying we should be focused on those dragons, on those war rooms, yeah? Excellent. Okay, cool. Now, in terms of just thinking about the end, there's always a bit of confusion about this. Is what carries over, mate, to next season?
So your honor, so your basically that you've earned during this season, the honor, and then the spec points that you unlock with that honor.
Okay, so we're saying the honor here, as you can see here, level 17, 1.642 million. That's my honor.
That's correct.
Right, and then the specialization points is the 17 I've got through this honor, yeah?
That's right.
So that will come back at the start of season 2. So probably the end of this week, after Tally Week, it's going to go away.
Well, actually, that will never go away. That building, the honor building that you clicked on, you will be able to use your spec points during off season as well. At any time you can go to that building and change your spec points to whatever you want them to be if you have reset tickets.
Okay. So that's quite interesting. I didn't realize that. I don't think it used to stay, did it? Okay, maybe it did. And that's this building, the Institute of War, yeah?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And then also you've got things like Honor Shop here. Will these Honor coins, will they last or will they go away as well?
You'll still have those in your inventory. They
Okay.
will not go anywhere.
Fantastic. But everything else is done, isn't it? So all of the resources. Where is it all? So yeah, like all of this corrupted military supplies and construction materials, all gone.
That's correct.
Okay. What about do you know about the regeneration? Do we keep that?
I don't think that we do,
Okay.
but I'm not 100%.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. All right, so just to recap there, basically what we're trying to do here, guys, is give you an understanding of how you should be thinking well ahead, you know, and this series of videos that me and Guardian are going to do are definitely going to be about planning. As I said, Guardian is very good at planning ahead and you've got multiple notebooks, haven't you?
Yeah.
Excellent. So you know the idea is that we're gonna really think far ahead. We've started off with season 2 prep today, just because that's where we currently are right now. So making a video like this is not only useful for us to get started, but it's useful for our team, which is great. It saves us a lot of hassle later on telling them everything. But to recap, we want all the stones in the world. Yes.
All of them.
All of the stones in the world. We're going to use those for our contribution, for our AC, for our personal buildings, for Dragon Destroyer, shouts, whatever. But most importantly, we shouldn't be donating them anymore. If you're at the end of season 1, stop donating. Yep.
That's correct.
Excellent. Okay. Then we want to push to C22 and T8. We want to get our ZoneCom done. We didn't even mention ZoneCom. Where are you at in ZoneCom now?
99%.
Crap in a bucket. At the start of this season, I was like, you know, Guardian, remember ZoneCom? We should focus on that. Get the team to do that. And he's like, yeah, good point, Gil. I'll take. You know, we'll focus. You got to 99. I'm at 38 because I don't focus. This is why we're doing these videos, people. I'm the idiot, and this is the smart man, and we're listening to the smart man. We're learning. We're learning as we go. All right, that all sounds. That sounds like a lot of work to me.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I mean, all you got to do is, you know, try to get that 2K a day, and then, you know, make some crystals, upgrade a war room, upgrade a dragon building, 1 a day. You could do 14 levels in the next few days, or, you know, next couple of weeks.
It's a very good point. It's a very good point. All right, look, we've slightly gone over the time we wanted to set, but that's all fine. As I said, guys, these videos are going to be about planning, about using strategy, and about thinking, you know, in terms of free-to-play tactics and how you should be playing the game in order to maximize the efficiency of the game, because that's why Guardian's here with us. We're going to be linking to his channel down below. We'll also be putting these videos on his channel and other videos. So we're going to do a little bit of a mix. There'll be a few here, there'll be a few over there. And the idea is that, you know, provide some sort of symbiotic relationship of learning about the game. Please let us know down below if you have any ideas for videos you'd like to see. Be specific, yeah? As I said, Guardian's got notebooks. I've seen these notebooks. He's got piles of notebooks. They're almost as tall as me when they're stacked up. And we're gonna use his brain. We're gonna suck out all the information and we're gonna put it on the screen. Sounds good?
Hey.
Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us, Guardian. Thank you very much.
Yep, thanks.
No worries at all. Okay.
Thanks for having me.
We'll catch you next time. Cheers. Bye.